Welcome, beautiful people, to our show, Forget About Dre. My name is Dre. For our first-time voyeurs, we take a funny yet poignant look at pop culture, social media, entertainment, and all the good shit in between. We get to be unfiltered, plant seeds of thought, and share this space with incredible guests, and hopefully add value to your lives. So hold on for the ride, and thank you for inviting us into your brain. Now, this journey would not be complete if I didn't get to share it with my incredible friends. Please welcome my co-host, an amazing singer and performer who has bought DJ decks and hasn't touched them yet, and she is mastering the art of DJ mind control, where she simply presses a button and the music automatically plays. Incredible. Please welcome Miss Gemma Lyon.
Hello, Remix.
And our music director, who is an absolute musical freak of nature, whose emotive flute playing ability can make onions cry. Please welcome Mr. Darryl Beaton.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
That's it. Thank you for tuning into our show.
Yeah.
I want to first off say thank you so much to everybody who has followed and shared this program. I'm just overwhelmed by the response. It is incredible, and I'm so happy that you guys are happy. Are you guys happy?
We're fucking stoked.
How happy?
We're so pumped. Really excited.
Loud noises. What have you guys been up to?
Oh, I mean, I've had a great week, but the podcast and then, Rain of Choir on Saturdays is kind of just all I'm up to at the moment. So
Tell our viewers about Reign of Choir.
Oh, so if anyone, enjoys bottomless brunch, which I'm sure you do, because it's bloody great, you should come down to Untied. We're up on the rooftop there in Barangaroo. Nadia and I from Reign of Choir will be there. And we do brunch with soul, and we have 2 sessions at the moment because it's been really busy and wonderful, and everyone's behaving themselves. It's been fantastic. So big shout out to Untied for having us there every Saturday. But if you want some of that, come and get it.
When you say brunch with soul, what do you actually do?
Nadia and I roam around, roaming vocals. Okay. So you're not safe from us. We will find you.
So while I'm eating, I'm getting, I get so emotional.
Yeah, you're not safe from us. You're having your chicken and waffles, and then there we are in your face. No, but we play just bangers after bangers, and not for too long, like just little snippets of bangers, all like peppered throughout the day. But it's great, especially when you've been on the Aperol spritzers and you're double parked all afternoon anyway. But yes, please do come and join us. It's a wonderful time. Walk-ins are an option as well.
Yeah, so it's like a Saturday night during the day.
During the day.
Wow.
I mean, I have to put a lash on at 7:45 in the morning, which I'm not stoked about, but that's fine.
I hate that too. D-Biz.
Yeah.
How you been, man?
I've been good, man.
What's been going down?
I'm getting ready. I'm just getting ready for a YouTube streaming gig with Jessica Malboy this week.
Oh,
yeah, which
wow.
of course Gemma is going to be a part of too.
Okay.
So we've been working on that. We're just trying to get a show together, make some arrangements and some cool vocals and stuff, and some sprinkles of
we need
magic.
to get her on this show.
Yeah, we do. I'm sure she'd be up for it.
That's it. Yeah. For those of you who don't know,
when we get better at it.
Fair enough. Hey, we're now 6 episodes in, so we're doing all right.
Yeah. We'll be right by 50.
If she needs help, we can.
We can help her along her path. Try to get her noticed.
Hey, I went to the movies.
What'd
Did
you see?
you?
What?
You
I
went
know.
to the cinema.
The movies. They're open.
I miss the cinema.
It's crazy. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of like this COVID restrictions because no one sits either side of me.
Yep.
I get the whole cinema to myself.
And you can chomp on popcorn as
my
loud
God.
as
And
you
everyone's
want.
so paranoid to come out.
Open your packet. You know how everyone's
noisy.
so nervous to open their packet, and you just want to get in there and just be like, just rip it open because they're like,
yeah, without the next person beside you going, excuse me,
Yeah.
will you stop? Yes.
You can peg them with your jaffas and they can't come and attack you.
Yeah, there's no response. I prefer people in for that kind of thing. Yeah. What are you, 12? But actually, I listened to this podcast the other day, and it was really interesting. It was a podcast that was explaining about the moderations of the freedom of speech within Facebook. Right. And I found it really interesting because it started out with basically women putting up photos of them feeding their babies, breastfeeding their babies.
Yes.
And Facebook trying to figure out how they could allow these images up there and what guidelines these images had to abide by in order for them to stay, because they were pulling them down, and these women were like in uproar because they're just sharing it amongst their friends, and
perfectly
so they
natural
should.
thing, yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah. But it's been flagged, right?
it's been flagged. So they had to go through this process apparently of, how much boob could they show, how much nipple, whether it's nipple or no nipple, whether the baby was of certain age. And so they tried it out. And
How's that relevant?
Well, because you'd get all of that breastfeeding porn. Like
kidding?
18-year-old guys, sucking booby.
Oh my goodness!
Exactly.
Like bitty.
If you didn't restrict the age, or
Right.
give them an age stipulation, they would
Okay.
just
Sure.
be inundated with those kind of pictures. But what was actually really interesting was in this section, this whole department of moderation, was that they have people who literally scan and view pictures every single day and decide on whether they're going to accept or to decline it as a part of their moderation for Facebook and what gets put up there and what
Right.
gets taken down. And what was really interesting was that some of these people have to look at the most horrendous images you
Gruesome.
can imagine
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
child pornography, mutilation, heads being blown off.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
they interviewed this one guy and he was saying the PTSD is ridiculous. And I mean, I don't know what they offer as far as counselling after a job like that, but fuck
You
me.
couldn't pay me enough. You couldn't pay me enough to.
So the AI, the AI doesn't. There's nothing we can do.
Well, yeah, I'm sure the AI picks up on most of it, but there's still some images that the AI is a little unsure of, and an actual human
so
has
we
to.
have to check. Someone has to
Yeah,
check.
and there's a people,
that's that person.
hundreds of people that actually has to do that.
No,
They have
no,
to
I
view
don't
shit
like
that
it,
they,
no.
yeah. So I thought that was crazy. So when you're now like looking at images and thinking, oh, I don't like the look of that guy, just think of these guys having to look at that guy with his head being blown off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The swipe right bin is not.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
Oh,
Dude.
that woman feeding her child offends me. Oh, how sad.
How do you think you got here?
Man, yeah, exactly. Offensive culture is just going nuts right now.
It's a lot, isn't it? I mean, one day it could, like everything, turn the other way around. But I guess,
Could implode.
it could implode,
Well,
and then we'll
they
be
could-
upset about that as well. So
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they can find other platforms to go and do it on, right? But I think it's a
Yeah, I
shock
was thinking
value.
that. Like Facebook's like almost like the family platform, isn't it? It's not the ugly cousin like of the dark web or anything like that. It should
Well,
be.
we love
Well,
Facebook because that's where we're on right now.
Hey,
Shout out to Mark.
Hey, hello, kids.
Seriously, no, you're right.
Yeah, well, yeah. You would think, why do these people want to put those images on Facebook? What do they get out of it? What's the?
I think it's that shock value, man.
Oh, they like
This
they
is
like
that culture.
shocking.
Yeah, they just
it's that.
let's shock as many people as we can in order to get likes and followers. Man, it's like those porn sites that constantly follow you. Oh shit! Sorry, wrong
just you?
conversation.
Okay,
Anyway,
yeah.
listen. Let's forget about all of that right now.
Forget
I
about
want to talk
Dre.
about this show. Tonight's show is shaping up to be incredible. I'm
So
so
exciting.
pumped. You guys are in for a treat. We have R&B superstar Tim O'Matic. Maybe we can do like a robot off with him.
Oh
I'm
God!
sure he's
don't
got the
get me to do
dopest
that.
robot.
Yeah, he would. He definitely would.
We also have Australian music icon. This guy, I'm super, super excited. We go way back. I can't believe he's come on the show, Mr. Peter Northcote.
He's agreed. God bless him.
Can't believe he said yes.
Yeah, man. Fuck. And we're having a panel discussion about something really interesting that we thought would be, fun to discuss with you guys.
Very
and that
excited.
is interracial couple life. Yes, that's right. So we have got our partners coming on the show.
Yes.
So each of our partners are going to be on the show, and we're going to discuss all things interracial. Yeah, hopefully educate, hopefully make you laugh, make you squirm.
Imagine our babies. Imagining us making babies.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to imagine mine. I got some. I got some to display.
Here's
They
some I
are
prepared
gorgeous.
earlier.
I got a bunch. I got a bunch.
They're absolutely
Great.
gorgeous
They
too.
are the best kids.
So,
you.
with that being said, we're going to cut to a break soon, but I want to give a massive shout out, and I want you also to follow and share the Starter Pod Presents. This is the new channel. This is the new way we watch things. I don't know. Do you watch TV anymore?
No, not really. No.
Negative.
Exactly.
Yeah, for a
It's
very
like-
specific purpose.
It's like
but
Netflix
that's-
or
yeah.
Stan or
Yeah.
YouTube or whatever. So, this is nothing new, but this is pretty much how people are going to view entertainment. So the Starter Pod Presents provides a space for anybody that has an idea for a show, something cool that they want to present to the world.
Yep.
This is the place to do it. So thank you so much to the Starter Pod Presents.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very
We're
lucky.
going to take a break, and before we go to the break, we're going to do a segment that has been just going off for us. It's called Songs on Crack. That's right. No, it's not songs from our cracks.
Oh, it might be.
It kind of works like that, though.
Yes, maybe our first
We pull
guest
them out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's songs on crack, and that's basically, we're going to do a whole bunch of songs over 4 chords within 3 minutes. So stick around for that, guys. Thank you so much for viewing. We will be back.
Somehow to take in this very moment, I got to embrace this time, perspective paradigm, a lifetime in this moment. I got to get back to now, find a way somehow to take in this very moment. I got to embrace this time, perspective paradigm, a lifetime in this moment. This time, perspective paradigm, a lifetime in this moment.
Welcome back, people, to Forget
Hello.
About Dre.
Oh, you want to hear it again?
Damn.
That's beautiful.
We're getting fancy.
Oh,
Getting
man.
fancy. Right now, we are going to play a game, which we absolutely love, and I know you guys are loving because you're just wanting more and more of it. It's called Songs on Crack. DB, you want to start that up, play those beautiful chords. Now, we're going to sing
All right.
as many songs as we can within a 2-minute time frame over these 4 chords. All right, let's go. Are you ready? Gee.
Even when we're grinding,
Oh, okay.
so excited.
Shit.
I'm so excited. When dancing real close, plus real slow. You're making it hard for me.
Ooh, baby. Hey, it feels like the music sounds better with you. Baby, love might bring us back together. So true, baby.
All right. I'm not sure of what I see. Cupid, don't fuck with me. Are you telling me the same sign?
Sing it, baby, come on.
Looking in my eyes, most of other guys. Are you telling me the same sign?
DV, what you got? Come on.
Senorita, I feel for you.
Feel for you.
All the things that he put you through.
Check it out, baby.
He doesn't love you, I can tell by his tone. You got that real love.
I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but lean a little bit closer. Your roses really smell like boo boo boo. What?
Yeah.
Said roses really smell like boo boo boo. Hey. Hey, hey, let me go one more time. I know you like to think your shit don't stink. I'm about to lean a little bit closer, and your roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. Sing it, G. Roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. Who up there? Who up next?
All right.
G-Bang.
Baby, you make my love come down. Oh, you make my love come down. All the way down.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, you make my love come down.
D-Bizzle.
We've come too far to give up
What?
who we are. So let the one in the line to the stars. We're up all night to get on. We're up all night to get on. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night to get. We're up all night. We're up all night.
Treasure.
Oh.
That is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. That's what happened. Make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. Oh, oh.
Yeah.
One kiss is all it takes.
Yeah.
Falling in love with
Sing
me. Possibility, well, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Baby, I got what you need. Oh, baby.
Ooh, that's so nice. I just want to hear that. I just want to hear that.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Na na na.
Want some of your brown sugar?
No, no, no.
I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. It'll make sense.
Tank, flop, boss, walk, jam, nitty gritty. You're
Okay.
listening to the boy from the big bad CD. This
Okay.
is Jam Hot. Yo, this is Jam Hot. It's Tank, flop, boss, walk, jam, nitty gritty. You're listening to the boy from the big bad CD. This is Jam Hot. Yo, this is Jam Hot.
Okay. Hey, it's jam high. All right, baby.
Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. Got the moves like Jagger. Got the moves like Jagger. Say, oh,
Songs on crack in your face.
That
Put
is
it in
a
your
great
face.
warm up for any show.
Yeah, I'm warm now.
He's warm now.
This is live.
Test his temperature, y'all. He
DB,
ready.
who have we got up
Yeah,
next?
look, listen, mate. After this break, we've got. He's the most recorded guitarist in Australia. He's a fascinating guy in every way, shape, and form. So, tune in after the break to see Mr. Peter Northcote come on the show.
Pumped.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks for joining us here on Forget About Dre. And if you are joining us, then that means you're on the Starter Pod Presents Facebook page. So make sure if you're having a good time, you share that so that we can, get even more fun stuff. But I was going to say we've got amazing guests now on the show. And if you do want to ask any questions, please feel free to get started on those and we will take note. But I'll pass it on over to D now.
Yeah, look, this guy has been the first call guitarist for like 40 years.
It's just that I'm cheap, mate.
He's cheap, man. Look, he's still at the top of his game. Play for everyone. We're talking like Elton John, Billy Joel Dragon, Jimmy Barnes.
The Wiggles.
You spell.
High five.
Dude, the Wiggles is just as big as Elton John.
I know.
Well, they're massive.
They're
Yeah,
huge.
Anyway, welcome, Mr. Peter Northcote, everyone.
Make it sound like there's one other person you operate to.
That's good. I should have a sample.
That's it. Hey, guys, this is pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm used to my own little bedroom studio at the moment. That's where I got to live mostly. It's just... But this is good.
That's
It's
where
got
everyone's
fish
living,
tanks and
isn't it?
everything.
Like, that's where we've all had to kind of hibernate in this
Yeah.
weird time. Yeah.
What a wacky time.
I know. We don't get out much, but when we do, we come here.
Well, how are you finding it? I mean, are you comfortable with it? Because I'm happy with it.
I kind of like it, Pete.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest. I know, it's not always beautiful and not always easy, but have that forced time to head off into the cave and create some things is welcomed in a way. And actually, well, you've turned lemons into lemonade in a degree with your ISO. Let's talk a little bit about the ISO thing. So you've got your ISO duos.
I started with the ISO duos,
Yep.
and that was just me recording a basic demo and then sending out to amazing singers that I already work with and getting them to record their vocal on a phone.
Yeah.
So I use the mic from the phone and everything,
Yeah.
and then I produce up a basic track.
Great.
And then I cut videos of myself and cut those up. And they were amazing. Like some of those are getting, 500,000 views and stuff.
That's fantastic.
That's
It's been amazing. So that's been really good.
When you say basic, we're talking
We're
like
talking your basic.
unbelievably produced.
Well, not really, because I never used a drum kit or never used a real, like a program drum kit.
Sure.
Everything was banging on a guitar,
Yep.
or the snare was a cloth underneath the string of a guitar, me hitting it with a drumstick. And everything was tambourine, so there was no real drum kit. So,
But it sounds
Yeah.
incredible.
but
Yeah,
it sounded,
it's
it was
beautiful.
it was what it was,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's what made it what it was. So I did about 35 of those, I think.
Oh my
okay.
goodness.
So I was doing one every day. It was fun, and then it started to kind of make me crazy,
yeah.
And I thought I've got to do more. So that ended up with the live shows.
Right, so the ISO gigs.
ISO
You put-
gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're up
And
to
you've done,
number.
what, 9 or 10 of
I'm
those
up to
now?
number 10 on Thursday.
Goodness
Fantastic.
me.
So make sure you how can people find that?
Just on my Facebook page.
Peter Northcote.
Just go Peter Northcote, one word.
Yep.
You'll get lost because I've got a million pages that are useless to me. So.
And stalkers. I
Stalkers,
bet,
yeah, I got
you
tons
know.
of
So
I pay them.
when you say ISO gigs, what is it that anybody who's never heard of you or is watching right now can kind of comprehend what an ISO gig is?
Okay, so it's really my little tiny second bedroom in my apartment, and everything goes direct. So we have, different singers. I've usually got Darryl Bortolin on bass and Fab Omadeo on drums. It's electric kit.
Legends.
Amazing.
Axe Effects direct in, and then we have. I've got. When I first started doing it, I thought let's get elaborate, and I'll get like 4 or 5 cameras, and I was on a shitty Hackintosh computer, and everything just went fucking kaput. So I was not understanding how much bandwidth to put down the line, and everything was jerky, but it sounded good, and the response was amazing. I think it was more than 10,000 on the first night views.
Wow, that's amazing.
So people are starving for it. They're busting for live shows, and not that we can give them what they want, especially even in venues that are only allowed 30 people. So this is the next best thing, and you know what? Most of all, I need it.
Yeah, you still got to play, right? You still need to get the music out.
And I tell you what's been really, really good about it is that you can take things down really softly and get right intimate, and I can still talk to the guys. Let's go to the bridge. Let's go. Without a bloke going, mate, can you fucking play horses?
Oh, no.
You don't miss that?
No, normally I don't, but look, it's been really good in that regard too. So you can take things to places musically that you can't in a crowded venue.
Right,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Plus, your crowd absolutely love watching you live.
Yeah, idiots. No, they're beautiful. I have a great audience. Like they're incredible. Like, they're
So loyal.
You do.
so loyal.
Yeah, very
It's really,
loyal.
I mean,
And
it's
appreciative.
Appreciative. They're
Unbelievably appreciative.
Just so into it. I'm blessed that I've got that. But that's like people ask me. Somebody said to me, "How do you network?" I don't. But what I do is when I go to a gig, and it's gigs have been my, I guess, social occasion, my social event, because I don't go out otherwise.
Sure.
But when I go to a gig, I know there's people there that know me and I know them, and I always say hello to them. So that's not for any other reason than I love people, and going, saying hello and meeting new people. And some of these people have become my really close friends. I've got I don't know if you know of Corey and Wendy. Corey's the autistic boy, and his mum looks after
you've
him.
posted some things that
Yeah,
singing
so Corey sings as well. So,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, all that, they come to every gig.
Yeah.
I
And
love that.
On trains, buses, you name it.
Yeah,
So
and you look forward to seeing them.
I
don't
love
you?
them.
It's
They're really
beautiful.
great. So if they're watching Corey and Wendy, g'day.
Yes.
Yes.
How are people who normally come and watch you live and absolutely love that show, how are they responding to these ISO gigs?
It's incredible. Like what I've got is I've got Tanty, who's probably online now as
She
well,
is, yeah.
Yeah,
and
shout
she's
out to
amazing,
Tanty.
man. She's just the glue that holds it all together. She's online out in the lounge room, taking all the requests and all the remarks and responding to them, and so people are kind of connected. They're really loving it. I mean, we have a tip jar and it works. I guess I'm probably. I like to predict that I'm the only person in Australia at the moment paying a band.
That's amazing.
Because it's really good. That's like as I say, having that audience that love me, they are just so generous. And Tanti said to me once, she said, "Have you thanked everybody that's donated?" And I thought, if I do that, that'll take me weeks.
Yeah.
Because it's just little bits here and there, and
I think you've got such a good standing in the industry that people believe that whatever they donate to you is going to go to a good place, and they feel confident in handing over some money for the right reasons, right?
well, this is what happened with the ISO duos. People donated money, and I was able to look after people that had no money. Because remember, when it first hit, we had no income. We didn't know when the JobKeeper or anything was coming. And
very scary.
I remember seeing this girl who put a post up of her fridge open, and there was nothing in it, and she was freaking out.
Yeah.
So I was able to help her out, and just be able to help the guys that had nothing for that period of time. So it's been really good. I mean, I'm all right. I'll be fine. I don't need the money, but I know that guys that live week to week, that's a tough time, man. And that brought on the ISO talks.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's get to that. So, I mean, you're pretty much a poster child for productivity. I wanted to, and you just keep pushing through and driving through. Even like, you could be forgiven for being in the middle of a pandemic and going, too hard, mate. I'm just gonna wait till this shit's over and then I'll start playing guitar.
You're making us look shit.
Before you answer that question, can you tell our viewers your age?
I'm 60 in October.
Seriously.
Come on.
He's the fucking template.
He's a unicorn.
For a lot of us
He's the
musicians,
unicorn.
he's like,
Wow.
You know what's really funny is when the pandemic hit, I actually went the other way. I went no drinking. I got into my yoga. I got into proper cooking again. Lost all this weight. And about 3 weeks ago, I went, fuck it, I'll have a couple of beers. I haven't stopped every night. Got that stomach back,
Okay.
I think we all got
now
the
I'm
COVID
relating.
it's cool. But okay, I would ask you, where does the drive come from for your productivity? Because I know it's not just confined to music too. You've done things to save bears and been a part of all these charities. And I don't know where the fuck you find the energy, but you seem to. Where does it come from? What's your core driving force? Is it the music? Or is it something bigger than that?
It's something bigger than that, although the music is integral. But look, I have many years ago I got hit with, what is your purpose in life? I don't want to get spiritual because I'm no hippie or guru, but what is your purpose in life? And it came to me that I had to have one sentence, and that sentence is to inspire and to be inspired by doing what I love to do. Right. So it's a real simple thing, and I am never the sort of person that sits around and waits for the phone to ring. I'll just do something. I'll do something, and if that doesn't work, I'll just keep doing something else. It's all passion driven, I guess. Don't get me wrong, it fucking kills me sometimes. It's a nightmare dealing with people. I hate people. No, I don't. Actually, I love people, but there's that scene where Jerry and George are sitting in the cafe and they're talking, and Jerry says people, and George says they're the worst. So it reminds me of that all the time. But no, people are great, but it can be a struggle when you're relying on people. So by that, I've just gone, well, I'm just going to do it myself. Like posters. I do shit posters, but people know that's my poster, so they know something's on.
It's got your stamp on it.
Barlow.
They see the
Barlow.
They see the font
the
and they're
basic
like,
info
"Oh,
on
that's
it."
Pete's font."
Well, I took
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. I took a poster to a girl once that was going to charge me $300. I said, how much is it going to take? She said, it's going to take. Well, we charge $300 for an hour, and I thought, well, if it takes more than an hour to move a font and make it, then there's something wrong. And I went back the next day and got it. And she'd moved the font up there and coloured it white. And I thought, fuck, I can do this. So I learnt Photoshop. I do all those things. So I do everything myself. I really wish I had help. And thank God for Tanti, because she does help me in so many ways.
Yeah, bless her. Yeah, she's great.
She's amazing. But
Do you recommend that to musicians to be across the whole gamut
you have to.
of the business side of it?
I think you have to.
I agree.
More so than
This
the
is one
music?
of the things we talked about in ISO Talks was that when you're walking through hell, walk faster. So you start getting broader, start doing other things. Like everybody's upskilling, but in our particular careers that we all have, you just got to find money where money didn't exist before. And I suppose the good thing is, after this is all over, that shit can still be there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and it can be
Yeah.
another income stream that you never had previously.
Look, I've got, now I can take the ISO duos, I can take 2 or 3 of those singers into a venue and brand it, and I'm good.
Yeah.
And, Australia's small compared to the rest of the world. It's really tiny, and music is just now a niche product. Just like,
It's like content.
it's
Yeah.
just another niche
Which
thing.
is sad. But
Which is sad, but it's the truth, and that's the way it is. And
Yeah.
music's not important. I've said this to Darryl many times. It's important to me and you,
Yeah.
but to a lot of people, it's not. It's just kind of, there's more music, there's more music.
Yeah.
So you've got to make something really special out of it.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got the dollars to do it, you've got to figure out how to do it yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you may not be the best you can do, but you just got to keep at it. I mean, like, I'm no techno whiz either, but I learned really the hard way with all the cameras and all that sort of stuff,
That's another thing I wanted to mention is that you say you're not a techno whiz, but you're probably the most technologically advanced of most of my peers when it comes to being proactive about putting things out on the new mediums.
And the standard. That's
And setting a new standard.
Well,
Because you're
Well, thank you. I don't
ISO
know whether
gigs
that's
sound
true,
incredible.
but it's
Well-
because there's a lot of people doing it, but I just give it a go and I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like if it
That's
screws
why
up,
people like it,
That's
honestly.
right. That's why it's honest.
Yeah. There's no, there's no fluff. It's good material, good musicians, good quality,
Yeah.
great content.
When are you going to do one with me? Nice duo.
Tomorrow.
I mean, I'm available.
What about you haven't asked me, Pete?
see how he's going for the
Awkward.
youth.
Should we go to a break?
Actually,
Enough,
Gemma,
mate.
I won't get you along for it.
So, with that being said, guys, we're going to cut to a break, and Pete is going to stick around with us. We are going to play a game with you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Do
got
I
a cool
leave
game.
my clothes on, or-
No, the clothes can stay on.
Optional.
Yes, that's unless there's a baby sucking at your teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Again.
no nipples.
That's another
Please.
income stream, mate.
Follow and share the Starter Pod
nibble.
Presents, guys. We will be back after this break. Stick around.
See you soon.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Forget About Dre. We have Australian music icon, Mr. Peter Northcote, with us, who's going to play a game with us. And we've named it Name That Riff. So Pete's going to play some riffs for us because he's the most incredible guitarist on the planet. And we're going to guess these riffs.
Well, I thought I'd leave this one out. Because I know you.
Please.
But all right, what's this one?
You gotta sing it though, Dre.
Yeah, go, Dre.
I know.
Let's go.
Shaka, taka, taka, taka. And my mama said that your life is a gift.
Yeah, Dre.
And my mama said there's much way you will lived. And my mama said leave those bad boys alone. And my mama said to be home before it's dawn.
There you go.
Mama said Lenny Kravitz.
That's it.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
What a tune.
All right, number 2.
Okay. Akadaka.
Come on now. Oh, this is taking me back to Tasmania. Hold me down.
I got it. Highway to Hell.
No.
Yes.
AC/DC.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was the one about the sausage roll.
Long way to
A long way to the shop if you want to
No.
drive.
She's young, man. Actually, you want her on your duos. You just said that.
Yeah, we're going to do that song.
Better
And
off
she's going to
with
sing
me.
the lyrics to the
Yeah.
sausage roll.
We'll do a
Stick with me,
saucy
Pete. Don't
sausage
go
roll
over there, man.
version.
She doesn't know any
Stop
stuff.
volunteering, Darryl.
All right, next.
Oh, these are easy ones.
I'm available. All day.
Sweet child of mine.
You
You
got
bet.
it.
You bet.
Very good.
By who? Oh, shit. Serious?
Madonna.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Young.
Dude, really?
I'm having a.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns
I
N'
said good. That's enough.
Oh, my God.
All right, here's a radical one. I thought
You made
I'd
me
give
nervous.
you some hard ones
Awesome.
because, like, I know you guys are young and hip. And
Yeah, okay.
you like your Instagram and your TikToks and all that sort of stuff. I'm still on vinyl.
You're still on MySpace. Hey, listen, guys. If you're watching out there, viewers, please, if you know these riffs and we don't know these riffs, let us know.
Yeah.
Bloody
Put it up.
have a crack.
That's it. Drop those comments into the comment section. Okay.
Any
next.
questions? Any questions?
This one, I don't reckon anybody will get this.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Let's go to that one. Let's go to that one.
Any riff from the 60s.
No, that's
I feel like I've heard this one in the car.
Elton John. Is it?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking it's. Oh no, that's
Has anybody? All right,
Oh shit.
you're gonna have to tell us.
Is that Frank Zappa?
No.
What's that?
It's yes.
Yeah?
Yours is no disgrace.
Oh,
How's that?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that would be a hard one for you.
that was tricky.
Yeah, tricky. Here's another tricky
right,
one.
go.
Okay, yep.
You know this, Dre.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh man. Shoes. Are you talking about Andre Dre?
That's I Am the Slime by Frank Zappa. So
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
I knew I had to give you some hard ones. All right,
Dude,
here's an easy
you're testing
one.
us.
Sex on Fire.
Yes.
Kings of Leon.
Boom.
What's the rest?
Oh, Dre, I love it when you sing that one.
You know what?
He's so upset. He's like, bitch.
Why are you calling me out? All right, I'll do a quick one for you guys. Lay where you lay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make a sound. I know they're watching. They're watching. Let's go. So, yeah. Your sex is on fire.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Jesus Christ, I need to warm up. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Okay, one more.
One more.
On the
Okay,
drums. Sexy and free.
Okay,
Domino. The way you're landing on me.
This is Jay.
Hey.
Beautiful. Yeah, baby.
Yay.
So I'll tell you what, we were going to do this in another segment, but we are kind of running out of time. So
No.
I want to get this in. We're going to keep Pete on because we've got caller questions, but I want to play this song because we did a sound check of this and the harmonies are fucking fire.
Except for mine.
Do you want to start up that beat, DB?
Yeah, I got
Oh, the beat again. Oh, no, okay, I like this one.
Okay, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's
All
go.
right, let's do it.
Yeah, baby.
Peter Northcote, everybody.
All right. Down around the corner, half a mile from here. See them no feet run, baby. I watch them disappear. Without love, where would you be now? DBG, come on. Without love,
It took me a while to get there.
we know I saw Miss Lucy down around the tracks. She lost her home, baby, family, yo, she won't be coming back. Without love, where would you be now? Not ready, BG Star. Without love. All right, Pete, let me hear your rip.
Peter Northcote.
Keep on turning and the wheels go round and round. Watch the feet, baby, coming down, yo. Watch them going down. Without love, where would you be now? Without love, ooh, I'll be
Oh, forget it. Come on, let's just play that chord.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Fuck, I hope you enjoy that as much as we did, guys. This is Forget About Dre. We are going to cut to a break, and I'm going to keep this special human being back on because we got some more questions for him.
Great.
Stick around, guys. We'll be back.
All right, we're back with Peter Northcote, the one and only.
Yes.
So, Peter,
Indeed.
how do you see this playing out, man? How do we get out of, from all the talks you've had, what happens, and what's your expectations of like the government? What can people do at home? How could they be supporting the arts? How do you see it?
We have a distorted view of what the media thinks the industry is and what the government think the industry is. The media and the government think that the industry is Jimmy Barnes, Delta Goodrem, Guy Sebastian.
Yes.
Okay, and everybody underneath that is kind of out of the picture. And right. it's a bit of an issue where, somebody said to me, why don't you get into politics? But I thought, no, fuck, I don't want to do that. I'm happy to interview people and get some ideas out. But there's people like John Wardle, and you should sign up to the live music page. Yeah. Lyon Music Task Force, which is great because they've got a lot of information. Mm-hmm. He's fantastic. Look, we're not going to get back to it for a while. We are not going to get back to it. It's going to be, we're going to go for the second wave. We're going to get bound, from 50 people in a venue down to 20 people in a venue. It won't stop, but it'll just be like that for a long time. I think now is the time to work on your fan base because people are going to spend a lot more time at home. And I think that we need to get the idea of people are getting it. My fans are getting it. That this is the way that we work now, and having good quality live gigs at home, not a phone. Things like this. This looks as good quality, but to be able to have a band and do a proper gig, and be able to have a tip jar and be not shy of using a tip jar. And the way I say it, people say to me, "Well, I don't know how much to give," and I just say, "Look, what would you do if you went to a bar? Would you buy 1 or 2 drinks? What would you pay to get into a venue?" And then they start to think like that. And some people are so generous. Yeah.
Yeah.
They see the issues that we're going through, and I think it's I hate the comment, the statement, but it's the new normal.
Yeah,
we just got to get used to it. Yeah. It's going to be a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever considered doing some sort of tutorials, or even just teaching other musicians who just have no idea about the technology available to them to produce this level of quality? I
have done a couple online, but I don't charge for those. I don't charge for anything. I'm really happy to kind of get it out there.
That's the beautiful thing about you, man.
Well, I'm so beautiful.
We've got caller questions because I want to get into those. We love to keep this show super interactive with our viewers. We've got some caller questions.
Yeah.
Fire it away.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
Get off.
I'm going so
okay.
good.
When's Pete finished?
No, Libby. Hold on. Libby McDermott made a good point. She said the problem is nobody carries cash now. That's interesting.
Well, this is
but the tip jar. I mean, as in the link tip jar.
Yeah.
Right. PayPal link jar.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I mean, I still love cash. I love it.
Cash is king.
Cash is king.
I actually did pay. I got paid cash for an event a couple of weeks ago, but I did go to a few places and.
ATO is listening.
No, but I did use
She
that
meant Monopoly.
cash. I mean, yes.
Credits.
I got out of jail. It was great. Anyway, I was paying with cash, and it's just very funny. I just thought I'd bring that up. But people weren't really okay with me paying cash. It was really awkward.
Some places are not.
And I was like, just take it.
What amazes me is that people don't understand that $100 in the pocket is $100, whereas $100 in the bank is about $75.
That's right.
True.
Once you
With
take
tax
out
and everything.
fees and stuff. And yeah.
So,
have you done any live gigs
yes,
at all?
yes.
Have you noticed a difference? Because I've noticed a difference. I've done a couple
Yeah.
with the crowd. What have you noticed and observed?
Well, they sit down a lot,
Right.
And people still don't have the handshake thing together. They still want to come up and hug you, and they still want to handshake you
Oh
and all
my
that.
gosh,
And
that's-
I'm kind
yes.
of, I just make the first
I
impression.
noticed.
Yeah,
We didn't
smart.
hug when you came in.
No,
that's so weird.
No, it's just, I just got to do it.
You
You
do.
just got to do it. It's such a shit time. You just got to get into it,
Yeah.
Let's stay home. Just stay home. Really.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Just stay home.
And watch ISO gigs.
ISO gigs. That's
That's it. There's plenty of entertainment. And forget about Dre, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Every Wednesday night, 6 a.m., 6 p.m.
6 a.m.
I just got up.
There's a 6 a.m. in the morning. We've got a question from Amelia Durant. Does Pete do any mentoring?
Yes, I have. And I've done a couple of things like that. It's, the whole thing about teaching is, and this is where I stopped teaching guitar, is that you can ask people to do something for a week and they come back and they go, I didn't have time to do it.
Yeah.
And I kind of go, well, there's no point in me going further because you haven't got the ground rules or you haven't got the ground foundations together. So why do I bother?
Yeah.
So yes, I do some mentoring, but it's really about looking. I look at everything. I look at how things are done. Like many years ago, I thought, how will I run my business? And I thought, people said to me years ago, you get 2 to 4 years max out of being a session guitar player. Well, I started in 2000. No, I started in '86 being a session musician, and right up until mid 2000s, I'm still working my guts out.
Yeah.
So I walk into a building and I go, well, I think of a company. I think, what does the foyer look like? What's the first person that you meet, like, what do they dress like? All that sort of stuff. And I think, well, all I've got to do is kind of mimic that, make my business professional
Absolutely.
or suitable.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I really admire about you, that you always
Yes.
maintain relevancy.
Yes.
Every single year. And you
Yeah.
don't age. Look at that hairline.
Don't.
We've
It's amazing.
got another question from Leah McCauley, and it's, do you have any live gigs booked in the near future?
Yes, and I've got some great ones.
Shout it out.
Well, we've
Promote it.
cancelled a lot because of, we had the Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple show.
Oh, shit.
wow.
Which you've been on.
Yes,
But
they're incredible.
we cancelled that. That was in September. But we've got September the 19th at the Brass Monkey, which is the ISO Gigs Live. So I have 6 singers.
that's amazing.
All of the 6 singers, like, I can't mention them all, but if you go to my page, that's going to be great. That's 2 shows. So I think they're allowed 48 people. So if you want a ticket, you got to get in there quick. But
Yeah,
I've got
that's
6
right.
singers who'll do 2 songs each, and then we do an afternoon show and then an evening show.
Yeah, wicked.
That's awesome. That's
yeah.
so nice, Pete.
So there's a couple, and we've got another one of those on the 10th of October. So if you don't get into that one, the first one. So yeah, we've got some gigs going, but I'm really not kind of busting my ass to get out and do gigs again.
You're enjoying this whole online
Well,
streaming thing.
I am, but I mean, it's just going to be too hard. It's going to be too hard to make money for people, and the venues are struggling. So they're struggling really bad.
Are you enjoying not lugging all that gear around?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet.
Just stay set up.
We've got another question from Virginie Lavadou.
Almost. Very close.
I'll get it.
Virginie
Most important
Lavadou.
personality.
What's the most important personality, character trait a musician can have?
Joy.
Oh,
love
couldn't
that.
agree with that
Just
more.
joy.
If more session musicians
I
had
hate
joy.
seeing the toe gazers.
Toe gazers. Shoot, yeah.
Just get into it, man. You know what's
Yeah,
really funny,
amen.
and I do
Grateful.
these clinics, clinics on how to make a better than good living as a musician. And I just give categories,
that.
and one of
Great.
the things that I say towards the end is smile.
Yeah.
And I go like that, and then you see the whole crowd just kind of smile. So you see what it did? I mean, it's so basic, but like if you're on stage, that's one of the things you just got to get into, enjoy,
Yeah.
and have lots of joy in whatever you do.
It's contagious.
It is.
You know?
It's like a pandemic out there.
Spread a
Northcote,
smile.
the COVID tour. Teaching you all about infectious.
I think that's really important to have joy and passion for what you do. You've got to love what you're doing. If you don't, somebody said to me once, if you don't know what you love to do, love what you're doing until what you love to do comes to you. What does that mean? It means if you're doing a gig and you're going like, oh man, fuck this, I should be at the entertainment centre. What am I doing in this wedding with this penguin suit on? I fucking hate this. Oh, I hate, Brown-Eyed Girl. It's like, no, man, turn it around. Brown-Eyed Girl's a fucking great song. Yeah. That's why people love it. And get into this. You're lucky. You're making money out of playing at a wedding.
And great money here in Australia compared to anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, amen to that.
Find the passion, find the joy, learn how to turn it around and get into it.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I love that. I love
That's
that.
simple.
Breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, it smells a bit. You've got a heart of gold.
Oh, yeah.
You got a new cologne coming out?
It's called Midnight Pasture.
Guys, I hope you have enjoyed having Peter Northcote in your brains for these half an hour as much as we have.
It's been great. Thank you for
Man,
having me.
thank you so much for coming
And good
on.
luck with the show, guys. You're doing a great thing.
And
it's
yours
really
too.
good fun.
ISO duos, ISO talks, ISO gigs.
Just go to the
on
Facebook page. It's all there.
Peter Northcote's
It's all
Facebook
there.
page. Get on that. Like, follow it, share it.
Do all that.
Share the love.
You got to get these people watching now should share. I can see there's 64 people online now. They should all share this.
Yes, we encourage them to do that.
That's
There you go.
That's what
That's
gets
how-
other people involved.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, that's right. And if you want to see us continue to do this, and you want Pete to continue to do what he's doing online, that's exactly what it needs to do. It needs to branch out. Those tentacles need to branch out,
Yeah.
guys.
We have
You
to
guys are doing a great
support
job.
each other.
It's really
Thank you.
great seeing such talented people singing and performing and doing its fun stuff. It's really good.
Thank you, brother. We love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so
Love you
much.
too. Thank you.
Love you, man. We're going to take a short break, guys, and we are going to be back with our partners, and we're going to be talking about interracial couple life.
Yay.
Yes, I said it. It exists. See you soon.
This shit is real.